Contacts are the backbone and the foundation of any reliable CRM solution. And with ACT, it's all about your contacts. In this video, we will explore contacts and how to store information in the contact record. This is the detail view of a typical contact record. There are several different types of fields available here, which allows you to safeguard the type of information that gets entered into each field. In addition to text fields, there are date fields, drop-down lists, monetary fields, simple yes/no checkboxes, and much more. You can designate any of these fields as required fields, and you can also set them to be a read-only status for certain users of your system. These are all advanced topics that we're going to cover in separate videos. One of the best pieces of advice concerning contact records is this: the more information you can enter on this contact detail view, the easier it will be for you to utilize that data later. To get the most value from ACT, try to enter as much information about your contacts as possible. The contact record itself contains all the information you see here on the upper half of the screen, but it also contains everything on each of the tabs below. These tabs are a valuable way of saving more details about each of your contacts. The Activities tab contains a list of scheduled activities for this contact. If you have scheduled a call or a meeting with this contact sometime in the future, it will be listed here on the Activities tab. You can also create new activities or even follow-up activities here. When you create an activity, it will also show up on your calendar and on your task list of something that still needs to be completed. Once you complete an activity, just check the box next to it and then choose the Clear Selected option to begin clearing this activity. Activities that have been signified as cleared will then be crossed out and will be moved to your history list in ACT. The Opportunities tab allows you to monitor and make adjustments to the sales cycle concerning this contact. We're going to cover opportunities in a later video, but for now, make note that this tab is where you can view opportunity data for a specific contact. The History tab is a way for ACT to automatically generate and collect historical records about your contacts. When you send an email to a contact through ACT, a history record will be created and stored here for this contact to commemorate it. Some actions in ACT will automatically create history records for a contact, but you can also manually create a history record from within this tab. Use this Summarize History button to get an AI-generated list of your most recent history records. This will give you overviews, highlight key moments, and even suggest next steps with this customer. The Notes tab lets you quickly create and save basic notes about this contact that you might want to recall later. It could be something as simple as their favorite football team, the name of their spouse, or even the type of product that they like best. This typically helps salespeople connect with prospective clients on future sales calls. Use the Documents tab to attach a document directly to your contact records. You can choose to add the document to the database, or you can add a link to the document if you don't want it to reside on your database. By using a link in this way, it will point to the document on your computer or a shared drive rather than the database. Documents are useful when you have contracts that you need to review for any contact. The Groups and Companies tab shows you the groups and companies to which this contact belongs. We're going to look at both groups and companies in two separate videos later. The Secondary Contacts tab allows you to assign a subordinate contact to this contact record. For example, if your contact has an administrative assistant to whom you occasionally speak, then you would want to add them to this tab for future reference. Now, they won't exist in ACT as a normal contact, although you can easily promote them to a new contact when necessary. The Relationships tab allows you to set up a relationship between two contacts. This is especially useful when you have two contacts from different companies who may be business partners in some other way. With ACT, the more information you gather will help you in servicing your contacts. The Personal Info tab allows you to collect personal information about your contacts, including things like their birthday, their spouse's name, or even personal phone numbers and email addresses. The Contact Access tab provides basic information about this contact record, such as who created it, and when it was created. But this tab is also where you can decide to restrict access to the contact record. If it's listed as public, then anyone on your ACT account can view it. You can also choose to make it private or limit its access to select individuals. Use the Record Manager dropdown to assign this contact to a specific user on your ACT account. The User Fields tab contains 10 generic fields that you can customize to gather any additional information that doesn't apply to the predefined fields in ACT. We're going to cover custom fields and tabs in the customization topic in our training library. Finally, the campaign results and marketing automation tabs both point to the ACT marketing automation feature. Check out the ACT marketing automation topic in the training library for more. Well, that's the contact record in a nutshell. You should now have enough familiarity and basic wisdom to know how to begin gathering data for your contact records.